So why do people wear sunglasses inside the Matrix? Well, today on the Hicks Brunson Eyewear YouTube channel, I'll be answering that question, as well as giving my review on all of the official eyewear from the movie. Don't go anywhere. Hello and welcome to the Hicks Brunson Eyewear YouTube channel. One quick thing before we get started. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos where I do eyewear reviews, I talk about lens technology, anything to do with our world of optical. So I asked a question at the start of the video, and that question was, why do people wear sunglasses inside the Matrix? And I asked that question because everybody's excited for the new Matrix Resurrection movie that just dropped in theaters a couple of days ago. I know I'm super excited. I got my tickets. I'm going to see it later today. And it's an interesting question, and it's one that eyewear designer Tom Davies, who designed all the eyewear for the movie, asked the costume designer for the movie. Her name is Lindsay Pugh. And so Tom asked her, why do people wear sunglasses in the Matrix? And what Lindsay said I thought was spot on. When people jack into the Matrix, they're essentially displaying as their avatar. So you want your avatar to look like you, and you definitely want your avatar to look cool. And I think putting on a pair of sunglasses, we can all agree, is definitely a way to make yourself look cool. So let's talk about some of the sunglasses from the movie. I'm gonna start out with one of my absolute favorite new frames from the movie. And this one is actually part of a new Tom Davies eyewear brand called Catch London. And this style of sunglass is called Bugs for the character. There's a new character in the Matrix movie called Bugs that Tom designed this frame for. And this has got to be, hands down, my absolute favorite sunglass from the collection of sunglasses for the movie. It's a great round shape. It has this really bold, shiny silver crossbar going across the front. And when I first saw this, I wondered, what's it gonna feel like when you're wearing this? Is this bar gonna be right in your line of sight? But Tom pretty nicely put it just above your line of sight, so you really don't notice it. If you look for it, you see it, but when you're wearing it, I would be comfortable wearing this around because you look past the bar and you don't really notice it. And I thought Tom said something interesting about this piece. He realized at some point that it not only had to fit the Bugs character, but it also had to be worn by the Morpheus character in the movie. And so, when you have to have a frame fit two faces and fit well to do all of the action sequences and so forth, it needed to work. And thankfully, it fit both characters really nicely. This is, so far, based on early demand and requests, the most popular piece in the collection for us here at Hicks Brunson Eyewear. But we're gonna go on and we're gonna talk about one of the iconic pieces that Tom redesigned. And this is, of course, the iconic Morpheus clip. And the clip just kind of has this little spring-loaded device that you put right up on your bridge of your nose and you just let it clip to the skin right there. And this one's a little bit tricky. You want to get it placed carefully, but once you've got it placed right, this is that iconic piece that Morpheus wore. Like, just looking at it makes me start thinking about the scene where he asks Neo, do you want the red pill or the blue pill? It's such a cool piece. Tom talked about designing it and kind of the evolution of it and trying to design it in new and different ways. One of them had a wire rim, but he said it came down to, anything he did that changed it too much, it made it heavier. And this piece has to be lightweight so that it will stay on the face and be comfortable to wear. And so it ended up looking like this, which is beautiful and iconic and just fantastic. So that is the Morpheus sunglass piece. And next we're going to talk about maybe my second favorite after the Bugs piece. So this is the Lexi, and this is a Tom Davies frame. Beautiful black and silver, and acetate temples, titanium nose pads. So I'm going to put this on. Really comfortable fit. None of these frames have been fitted to my head, but this one just right off the rack feels really comfortable to wear, and the titanium makes it really light. But this is what I would call like a pretty fierce cat eye, and worn by the character Lexi. I just think this is a really cool design. But I'm going to go on to a piece that actually early on we began getting a lot of requests for. So in the first trailer that was released, Neil Patrick Harris plays a character called the Analyst, and he's wearing the Tom Davies 642, which is actually this frame in purple. The official frame that's released for the movie is part of the new Catch London brand, and it's called Fitzrovia, and it's actually just a little bit wider than the 642, and the shade of purple is a lot more, it's a much more intense, bright purple, but it's a beautiful piece. It's got nice detail work on the metal core that runs underneath the acetate, and it's really comfortable to wear. One of those pieces that I keep saying this for years, the evolution of eyewear style, I've seen so much more color, people embracing color, and the reaction that I've gotten from people asking me for this frame when they saw it on Neil Patrick Harris in that opening scene from the trailer. It just looks so good on him, and I know a lot of people are ready to embrace color in their eyewear style now, and this is one of those pieces that's easy to, it looks good on a lot of face shapes. And again, the Tom Davies 642, this is not the color worn, but this is actually the frame from the movie, and it's one of my favorite pieces in the collection. So we've got both the Tom Davies 642 available, and also the new Catch London Fitzrovia piece, which is official movie merchandise. And next up, I would like to go on to, there's a new piece that is called Money, and information I'm given is that it's worn by a new character. I think it's a new character, I could be wrong. There's a character called Shepard, and so apparently Shepard is billed with wearing this sunglass called Money, and this frame is really good looking. It's round, it's got coining around the eye wire that sort of gives it that sort of edge of a coin look, so aptly named Money. So again, information I'm given, it's worn by a character called Shepard. I couldn't actually find official imagery from the movie of the Shepard character wearing this sunglass yet, but interestingly, I did see in one of the movie posters or promo pieces what appeared to be the Morpheus character wearing this piece. But this is a good classic, timeless look, and it's sort of got a gray blue lens, kind of a blue lens color. And that actually reminds me, jumping back to my favorite piece, the Bugs piece, the lenses are sort of a blue-gray in it as well. So the Money and the Bugs frames have a blue lens tint, which is just one more nice little design feature that makes these frames really cool looking. Going on to the next piece in the collection. Now this is the Trinity piece. Titanium nose pads, very cool, like upswept shape, very fierce, looks perfect on Trinity in the movie, sort of an evolution of the original Trinity eyewear in the original movies, but looks great. And you know, the only thing I might say in my review about this piece, the temples came in a little bit short. Of course, your optician, we can adjust these as your optician. You know, that's what we do. We fit eyewear to people's faces, make sure they're comfortable, so we can adjust the temples. But you know, the nose pads, I was kind of looking at the design. The adjustable nose pads are here. They're up high on the bridge, and that's because the frame swoops up so high out here. So the nose pads were properly designed so that the frame fits at a good height on the face and flatters your face shape. Let's see. So those are all the pieces that we have, and we're going to make links available to purchase all of these, all of this official eyewear. Oh, I almost forgot. We actually have another piece from the new Catch London eyewear brand. That's an official piece from the movie called Liberty, and Liberty is worn by. Ooh, don't have it in my notes here. Yep, can't recall which character. I think the actress plays a character. I think Priyanka Chopra plays a new character, and this is the Liberty piece that she's going to wear. And this is actually a fantastic piece because very vintage looking, a little bit 1970s, 80s. This oversized shape, and has nice detail work with the metal core underneath, with the arabesque detailing, the rivets in the side, nice smooth hinges. I really like the low bridge, drop down really low, which creates this really interesting, like thick blocky shape with more of a soft rounded lens shape inside the rectangular or the square shaped frame. So this is a cool piece, kind of a dark brown color. And let's see, Sati. Okay, there we go. So Liberty is worn on the character Sati from the movie, who I believe is played by Priyanka Chopra. So these are all the frames that I have. I sold out pretty early on of the 642. Of course, we're working on getting more of those, the pair worn by the Analyst in the blue color, which we do now have the Fitzrovia, which is the same design, but in a brighter purple color. And we also, I want to give some honorable mentions. I don't have these yet, but I have them on order, and I should have them very soon. So there's the Mr. Anderson frame worn by Neo, and it's a really awesome titanium design that I can't wait to get. And then there's also a sunglass that's worn by the Agent, the new Agent. So those two pieces, I'll see if I can get some pictures and show them to you guys in the video. I don't have them here yet, but I have them on the way. So watch this space, and we will talk more about those as we get them. And again, all the links will be available to shop the collection, or of course, for right now, I do have the frames in the store. Anybody who's in town that wants to come by and take a look at them, or of course you can shop them on our website 24 hours a day right now at hicksbrunson.com. Thank you so much for watching. This has been another episode of the Hicks Brunson Eyewear YouTube channel. If you enjoyed what you saw here today, I'd appreciate a thumbs up and a subscribe, because we're going to keep making more videos about all things eyewear, style, lens technology, and bringing you news from things that are happening in the eyewear industry. Thank you so much for watching.